Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. In the previous video, we beat the Snowhead Temple by attacking Goat, the boss, who was a bull, not a goat. But either way, we beat him, and we got his remains, which is perfect. In today's video, we're going to be doing all the aftermath stuff, having cleared out the snowy blizzard and the snowy weather. It is now springtime in the mountains, and we'll be exploring that. First thing we need to do is get 100 rupees, and we need to do it kind of quickly, actually. So we have not too much time, in all honesty, because we need to get the 100 rupees and get started on the thing before it clicks over to the next day, which we have about 7 in-game hours, 6 in-game hours, 7. So it shouldn't be that bad. We should be there by, like 2 a.m. or something. I don't like how it is starting to get towards daylight, though. Obviously, the day cycle doesn't end until 6 a.m., and right now it's 11 p.m. So if it was a midnight deal, we would probably be a little, cutting it a little close, but thankfully we are all good here. Alright, boom. So we get our 100 rupees, and now we can soar back to Mountain Village. And what we're going to be doing is upgrading our sword. Now, I did mention we could do this before the dungeon. It is 100 rupees to upgrade your sword, and it will only last for 100 slices. So, not really a good deal if you think about it. I guarantee you're going to need to use your sword more than 100 times, and if it, reverts, then you're back to the Kokiri sword, and if you reset the day cycle, it also does not last. So, a bit of a bummer. No big deal, though, because we have a solution for that. So let's actually just get this started so I don't have to panic anymore. How about that, eh? Alright, we're gonna go in here, and their hearth is working.
Ooga ooh, ooga ooga ooh.
Oh, a customer! Gabora, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Alright, to reforge your sword it will cost you 100 rupees. It'll be ready at sunrise. You'll have to let us hold on to the sword until then. Keep in mind that after you use your reforged sword 100 times, it will lose its edge and it'll be back to its original sharpness. So would you like your sword reforged? We're gonna do it. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning.
Ooga ooga ooh.
Alright, so we get booted out. We have to come back tomorrow morning. We have no sword. We are defenseless until tomorrow morning. So we will be back tomorrow morning. If I can play Song of Soaring, there we go. Cool, we'll be back in the morning. Next thing we need to do is go to the Snowhead Dungeon because we collected all 15 of the stray fairies. Did not claim the reward for that. We're going to go ahead and take care of that now before we forget. It's a great reward, actually. Probably the most useful one of all. Oh my lord. Look, it's the Goron guy. I did not expect him to still be here. Holy lord.
Darmani, what in the world have I been doing this whole time? I can't remember a thing since I went out to look around Snowhead to figure out why spring hasn't come. What am I doing sitting in a place like this?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've played this game many times. I have never once noticed that that guy exists. I thought after he falls off, he's just out of the game. Surprising, but, once again, Nintendo continuing that, Majora's Mask is a dark game, but it's not that dark where we get rid of characters that are, not... Yeah, I mean, just getting rid of that character would be a very non-Nintendo thing to do. What am I looking for? I'm looking for an opening. Did I go completely the wrong way around? I did. Alright, here we go. Great Fairies Fountain. Best reward in the game. No doubt about it. Here we go. We come here, and we're Goron Link with our Goron shell. Here we are. It'll merge into the Great Fairy with green hair. I gotta say, she looks better in pink, but who am I to say? Alrighty. What are you gonna give me? Oh, wise young one, I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall enhance your magic power. Alright, guys. Especially since we just got the ability to roll around in Goron Link, we need a lot of magic. Now we have a lot of magic. There we go, our magic meter has been doubled! Hype! Alright. Doodle-doo. Your magic power has been enhanced. You now have twice as much magic power. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. Alright, yeah. You're not going to survive much longer. You have approximately this episode until you get reverted back because I'll play the Song of Time. But anyway, perfect. We now need to head back to the Goron village because there is stuff to do there since it is clean and clear. That's a brand of soap. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, It is clear of all the horrible snow, so we're going to go back to Mountain Village, and we're going to head into the Goron Village from Mountain Village. A lot of villages. And we're going to be doing something called getting certified. So there was a big hunk of ice in the way, and when we were exploring Mountain Village the first time, and I don't think I mentioned it, or might have said, you know, we'll check that out eventually. But we can actually do something about it now, and that's pretty cool. We're going to be going behind there, and there is a huge Goron who has a really big explosive. Super cool. Alright, so all the ice melted. It's now water down here, and Gorons can't touch water, just like the Deku can't touch fire, so we're not going to do that. We'll get game overed right away, or at least we'll get, oh, I fell down the hole. We'll get voided out. Oh, there was a spring water down here, I guess, if you ever needed that. I like the detail that the Wolfos are no longer the Snow Wolfos. That's because they don't need to camouflage anymore. Or maybe they were actually just covered in snow and then it melted off. Alright, so here's Goron Village. Honestly, I liked it better when it was snowy, fully, but whatevs. So this is the cave right over here. As you can see, if we look, it is Goron Powder Keg Shop. New customers will be tested for proper usage. Alright, so we need to make sure we are fully ready to use this supply. We're going to head down here as a human. Now the Goron won't give it to us if we are a human because we cannot carry it, but we can be a Goron. Talk to him.
I'm the Goron who sells the powder keg, the most famous product of the Gorons. Want a powder keg? Powder keg explode with a powerful blast and are very dangerous. Until I have tested you to see if you can use them properly, I can't let you use them on your own. Will you give it a try? We will give it a try. If you can destroy the boulder that blocks the entrance to the Gron racetrack near here, using the powder keg I'm about to give you, then I'll prove you to carry them. So he gives us a powder keg with a super extended fuse. Usually they don't have this much fuse. I pressed B on accident. He basically says we need to go to the entrance of the mountain village area and go up some slopes that we saw. I pointed those out when we first entered the mountain, and explode a huge boulder up there because that leads to the Goron racetrack, and it's race season. So we need to get a move on. Here we go. Alright, so this isn't too difficult of a pathway to take. It's very, very efficient. Pretty much have to go exactly where Darmani went when we were following his ghost. The one problem I would say is the water can be scary. And also, if you blow up the racetrack and then you're like, oh, let's go check out the racetrack, explore it there, you know, spend some time. Eventually, when you're done, you could forget to come back and actually get certified, which means later in the game, you'll have to rebeat the temple, redo the certification, and then actually go back and get the certificate. So I'm not going to forget that. Thankfully, I have you guys to keep me accountable. Just kidding, I'm just going to do it in this episode, so it's not too difficult. I find it best to just ignore the enemies that exist. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no! Give me that. Hold on. This is savable. I can save this. Here we go. Okay. The fuse isn't the problem. Come on, get up. Yes, okay. Phew. That could have been bad. Oh no. We're running really low on fuse. Come on. You gotta give this to me. Game. Thank you. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be kind of a little close here. You might notice there are chests on the map. I cannot get those. They are fully underwater, and I do not have the ability to do anything underwater. So just ignore those chests on the minimap for now. The ability to pick this up is going to be the death of me. Or the inability, I guess. Okay, so this is the area. This is going to be real close. The Goron baby is here. That's cool. Goron baby, please look out. Goron baby. Here we go. Okay, I made it. It's in. Get back, Goron baby. Get back.
Ah, Darmy! Now that it's nice and warm out, it's much, much nicer. Even my daddy isn't right beside me, I won't be selfish and cry. So, now that spring has come, the Gron Race should be starting soon. But this rock is in the way, so I can't get in to see the race. And spring's just started too. I was so excited, but there's nothing I can do. I hate it, I want to see it, I want to see it, I want to see the race.
Wow, good job not crying. Alright, so the powder keg is in position. You can shoot it with an arrow to blow it up, or you can just let it run out. I'm gonna go ahead and just let it run out. Shouldn't be too difficult, right? We're pretty close, yeah? Oh, yep, it's ticking. Get down! The Gron kid just doesn't get down.
Way to go, Darby! That was cool! Come on, if we don't hurry, the race will start. Come on, hurry!
So, little Goron kid is going to run inside. At this point, people just rush in and do the event inside of there. I'm actually going to do that same thing, but I will remember to get certified. Don't worry. Alright, here we are at the Goron racetrack. We can talk to little kid and play a Goron race. Ah, Darmy, I've been waiting for you. See, everyone's restless because they can't wait to enter. You're gonna enter, aren't you? You're gonna enter, aren't you?
Yes.
You have to. I want to show everyone how Darmy races. If your magic power runs low, charge it up with the green pots. Got it, kid. Alright, welcome to the Gron Race, also known as I'm probably gonna have to do this several times. Alright, here we go. I could do it on the first try. So it's cool. You have to wait. You don't want to false start. I false started. Okay, no worries. Alright, so you want to get your spikes as quick as possible. So I think people do this sometimes. There we go. That was actually good. That was really good. I wasn't expecting that to be as great. Alright, so Goron racetrack. Here we go. We are racing as a Goron, going as fast as we can against these other guys. We can hit them and they will slow down. They can hit us and we can slow down. They can steal the magic pots. They don't need the magic pots, but they'll steal them anyway. That's an example of hitting them. They'll flash red and, you know, if you get a bad hit, you hit the wall, you lose your spikes. It's no good. No good for anyone. Like that. That's no good. What happened just there? No good. It's not necessarily you lost at this point. There's a lot of race to go through. You want to get your spikes back as quickly as possible, though, and I do not have those. The rubber banding is pretty good, so, you know, if you're winning, then the enemies will do a pretty darn good job at starting to win, and if you're way behind, then they will, they'll chill back a little bit for you. You want to make sure to avoid any and all ramps. The ramps will slow you down, almost as slow as I am doing this race without trying to be slow. So obviously managing your magic meter is important here. And no, get off the ramp. There we go. This bridge, if you fall down, it's very bad. There's actually, if you fall, the kid will be like, hey, you just lost. Do you want to just restart now? You can be like, yes, please. Alright, so this is the final turn. I'm in 4th place right now. Now I'm in 3rd. We do need to get first for the coolest prize. Let's see, Rubber Band AI, you want to give a boy a hand here? You want to maybe make this guy the worst racer ever? I actually do appreciate that, Rubber Band AI. Thank you very much. So here we go, we cross the finish line. 1st place, first try. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Alright. Here we go. That was great! I knew you were the fastest Goron Darmy. I was sure you'd get 1st place. This is from Daddy. It's the prize. We get a bottle of gold dust. Now you might be thinking, whoa, gold dust. I'm thinking, a bottle. I want to be just like you. Quick. Alright, so that is in fact our 2nd bottle. As you can see, we have our fairy and we have gold dust. Awesome possum. Is that something people still say? Probably. Alright, so what do I want to do now? Let's go get certified real quick. And then after that, we can probably go pick up our sword. I think the swamp has the least... wait. Maybe the next area does. I think the next area has the least amount of things to do after you've cured the area. Yeah, there's not much to do in the mountains, though. I meant mountains, not swamp, by the way. Whatevs. No, I don't need to go there. Alright. Oh, they've also opened the door because it's not cold. Okay, let's take care of certification real quick. And then we can probably just teleport over to the, blacksmith and get our sword reforged, get it back, and cool stuff like that.
It looks like you managed to succeed. Knowing your skills, I feel fine letting you handle the powder keg on your own. It was bad of me to put you through such a dangerous test. I want you to take this as my apology.
We get a powder keg. We can place it just like a normal bomb.
Powder kegs are very volatile, so you can only carry one at a time. If you shoot them with an arrow, they'll explode as soon as they're hit, so be careful.
So as you can see here, we have the powder keg, and only Goron Link can use those, so a little bit unfortunate, but, you know, it's whatever. We can come here to buy them, and now there's a Goron in the bomb shop who is willing to sell them to us as well. Alright, so I think that's all we do here in Goron Village, which is honestly about all we do in, like, entirety. We don't do a lot, I guess, because it's Goron Races, we did that. Powder Keg Certification, we did that. And, yeah, I guess just upgrading the sword. So, you might be thinking, upgrading the sword is pointless, right? Because you can only get it for 100, and it doesn't work after you reset the cycle. Well, there is one way to upgrade the sword fully, and that's what we're doing right now. It does require the gold dust item, and we have that, so we don't have to worry. I am going to play double time, though, because I want to skip to the next day right away. There we go. And proceed to dawn of the 2nd day. Alright. So the sword gets repaired based on actual flags, not based on time. Meaning, he says it'll be ready the next morning, not meaning you need to wait 24 hours. It means like, if you start the process at 5 a.m., it will be done by 6 a.m. It is not at all, like, makes sense, I guess. They work quickly. I kept you waiting, but it's done, see? That's not his voice, whatever. Boom, the Razor Sword! Your Kokiri sword has been strengthened and forged into the Razor Sword. This new sharper blade is cut above the rest. Use it 100 times without dulling its superior edge. Now keep in mind that after you've used this 100 times, the blade will lose its edge and return to its original sharpness. Now here's a secret. If you bring me gold dust before the sword loses its edge, I'll be able to make the strongest sword around. You got that? Gold dust.
Ooga, 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 ooga.
Well, sir, I'm actually going to show the Razor Sword really quickly. A lot of people think this is the coolest sword in the game. It's not a bad looking sword, but I prefer the sword we're about to get a little bit more. Hey, I got gold dust. Wait, never mind. I got gold dust.
Ooga, ooh, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Oh, a customer. Gabora, fetch our customer some coffee, quick like. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Hey now, that's a mean joke. Your sword has already been reforged into a razor sword. Unless, do you want to make your sword stronger? To do that, I'll need gold dust. Do you have any?
We have it right here, my friend.
Why, if it isn't gold dust? And it's even top quality. Why, even if I used to reforge your sword, there'll still be some left. Alright, just for you I'll do this for free, but don't tell anyone. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come by tomorrow morning.
Ooga, ooga, ooga.
So if it isn't clear, by the way, this guy doesn't do any of the work. He just has the big, bulky Deku Stick guy that he calls do all the work. Kind of mean, but, you know, whatevs. I want to go ahead and show this off real quick before I skip the day cycle. Once again, we have no sword, by the way. This is another way you can get to the top of the Goron Shrine area. So if you want to... Oh, my bows! That is a lot of bows. This is, I guess, their breeding ground or something. That's okay. 2 ground pounds with the Goron. Right, we can just take care of those. Was that a person? Nope, that's a Gossip Stone. Oh, I fell. I can actually talk to Gossip Stones. I have the Mask of Truth, but I don't know, I'm lazy. Alrighty, so here we go. Up here is the way you can get up if you don't want to climb the ladder. This only works in springtime though, so yeah, don't count on it. Alright, let's skip to the morning of the final day. Yeah, dawn of the 3rd day. Let's hoppity doody over there. That was a weird transition, but whatever. I'll go with it. Alright guys, we've reached the dawn of the final day. Only 24 hours remain here on planet Termina, and we're going to use them. Checking out our brand new sword. That was a really cool Tony Hawk style jump. Alright, let's head in here and claim our sword. Final day, final sword upgrade. There's only one in the game, so you know.
I kept you waiting, but it's done, see?
We get the Gilded Sword. Your Razor Sword has been sharpened. It's now the Gilded Sword. Newly forged, your sword is better than ever and will never break.
There it is. We can't make a sword stronger than that. No matter how many times you use it, it will never lose its edge. Try it. Oh, I used up most of the gold dust. Just a tiny bit was left, so I got rid of it for you.
Ooga, oh, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Alright, so before we get into checking out our snazzy sword, I want to mention it is heavily hinted that he used like none of the gold dust at all, and that he kept it all for himself. That's why he charged us no money. But yeah, we got a huge sword range now. Look how long our sword is. It almost touches the ground. Super cool. And I mean, it's just styling out of control. It looks a little weird here on this menu, but I mean, just look at how much gold is in that. Like, I don't think he needed that many. But yeah, we got our final sword upgrade. It does a ton of damage. So we are now able to, you know, defeat enemies with ease. It's going to be great help for fighting bosses and whatnot. And yeah. So I think that's all we need to do here in Mountain Village and Snowhead in general after having defeated the boss and moved on to the springtime. I do want to punch these rocks just because it's fun. I don't think there's anything of use back here. 20 rupees, not bad. Alrighty, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just call it a day. I'm going to save at the owl statue just in case there's anything I forgot to do. But I doubt that there is anything. Should we end the video behind this waterfall? Is there? Oh, there is something here. Hold on. Can I open it without Lens of Truth? You're going to make it bring out the Lens of Truth. Awesome. I don't need to bring out the Lens of Truth. What is this? Wow, 20 rupees again. Alrighty, yeah, so I think that is going to be all. I'm going to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about this series if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me, you guys put my videos around. I'll catch you all back here next time for the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Until then, as always, take care.